Hey, what's up, YouTube family? What's up, BTMI family, friends, allies, anybody who came to this page? Maybe you weren't looking for me, but here I am. So you're here for a reason. So I hope you just take a couple minutes to hear what I have to say on tonight's video. I want to just touch on the benefits of therapy. And to kind of get that started, I was doing some searching around on Google and I came across just a few sentences that I wanted to share that I thought would be beneficial in this discussion or just in this topic. So here's what that says that I found. It says therapy or counseling is a helpful process. It's a process of self-discovery that can help people learn how to deal more effectively with situations in their lives. Excuse me. This process helps people feel more comfortable with themselves and with some of the tensions that come from inside. The therapy counseling process helps people get unstuck. Through the development of insight and increased self awareness, people are able to gain a better understanding of their own behavior and the issues, feelings, and events that motivate them. The most useful benefit of therapy is often an improvement in health and well being. And I'll stop there. Um, I think the best way for at least me to talk about therapy is how it benefited me. So when my journey began actually in 2011, January, um, I just really came to myself. It was really a spiritual moment for me. But immediately I knew that I needed some help because despite having lived my life as I was living it at the time, there were still a lot of things that I was trying to figure out. And all those years, I couldn't figure them out on my own. Um, I was one of those people that didn't think therapy could work. What could somebody who doesn't know me tell me about myself, either that I don't already know, or all kinds of excuses. Maybe you said some of those same things yourself about therapy. I've also heard people say, well, I know who I am already, and so I don't really need therapy to do that. Just get me started on my tea or whatever it may be to get their transition going. But your transition is so much more than a shot or surgeries. Your transition is really an emotional. It can be a very emotional journey if you're not really grounded and prepared for what's ahead of you. So that's what therapy can be for. Um, I'll go back to my own experience. So back in January 2011, after I had my self-awareness, I immediately started looking for a therapist because I knew that I wanted to establish some support around myself. This was long before, well, I can't say long before, but months before that I even found the BTMI space. Um, so I got myself into therapy. I knew that it was important to me to be as healthy as possible. Healthy, of course, the transition would take care of itself in that because I would be walking that out every day. But healthy up here is something different. When you're just going through the emotions of figuring out how is this going to happen, how's that going to happen, not just financially, but you know, just your overall well-being. It helps to have that sounding board, and it's wonderful if you're in relationships and you have family and friends that you could talk to. But there's something very special and unique about developing a relationship with someone who doesn't know all that backstory. They know what you tell them. So when you do go to therapy, it's important to tell the truth. You have nothing to lie for. They're only there to help you. So you're doing yourself a disservice if you go in there with an agenda of, I'm just here to get my letter for my surgery later on and that's it. You're really doing yourself a disservice. So I encourage you to take advantage of the therapist, excuse me, of their time. Make it every minute, whether it's a half an hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, make every minute count. Lay everything out on the table, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Don't worry about if things make sense or not, because just talking things out or writing things down, that's beginning the process of purging. Especially for us when we arrive at this point in our lives when we choose to transition, or it's just the next logical step for us. Um, it's important that we purge all the painful things that have happened. A lot of us have had traumatic experiences, and it's finally a freeing feeling to finally live your life as you always felt inside. And so I just encourage you again. Therapy is really for your benefit. It's not for your detriment. If you find one that doesn't work, go to another one. Try again. Just don't give up. If a professional is not meeting your needs, and definitely reach out to your community for some support. I'm here, BTMI is here again. Going back to my first video, BTMI is here to point you in the right direction and give you any kind of resources that you need to find a therapist that works for you. So, excuse me, little belching tonight. I'd really hope that helps you guys. Stay positive, stay encouraged. If there's anything you need, reach out. You're not alone at all. Even though you may not see the light at the end of the tunnel, please know that you're not alone. I look forward to talking to you again. And if there's any ideas or anything you'd like to see posted or talked about, just hit me up. All right? Be blessed.